Hello, everyone. Welcome back to King of Games Mobile. I'm going to start this by making a bit of a confession. I have a problem. I really enjoy building Summoner's War accounts. I guess everyone has to have a hobby, right? But for some reason, I like to try and see like how fast I can build accounts, and how well. So what I'm going to start doing is having like account building giveaways. So I'm going to build an account, give myself different challenges, and then when I hit the challenge, I'll give that account away, and then probably start on a new one. I haven't decided what the first goal is going to be yet. I'm thinking maybe Giants B10. Like as soon as I get a stable team for that, we can consider that account ready, and I can give that away, and then maybe set like a specific monster usage or a specific type of monster or something like that for the subsequent accounts. I haven't decided how I'm going to give it away yet. Maybe based on subscribers if we have enough, or maybe just use one of those programs that will automatically select a user from the comments if we have enough comments. And if not, if there aren't enough people around yet, then I'll just keep building the account. Maybe we'll make the goal for the first one dragons or something. We'll really just have to see how it goes. And if you have any ideas on that, please feel free to leave that in the comments. So anyway, as you can see, this is a brand new account, level 1. I have named it Giveaway 1. So I'm guessing people can probably figure out what this account is meant for. So anyway, we just got through the part where Elia has us summon the first couple monsters. So we're just over in Garen Forest. Unfortunately, this part of the game is not super interesting to watch. It's me just basically trying to clear this as fast as I can. It's explaining the tutorial. Feel free to fast forward through this. And I'm not going to show all the gameplay. I'm just going to kind of have it in the background while I'm explaining, what the purpose of this series is. And we'll just call them seasons. And so every time I give away an account, it'll be a new season. So for here, what I'm thinking about doing here is just trying to get through the scenario as fast as I can. The challenge here is you don't have good monsters, we don't have good runes, and we don't even have any friends yet. So I'll try and work on that, maybe off screen. And in the meantime, we will, like I said, try and get those challenge runes as fast as we can. There's also a bunch of challenges that are, in the little quest book on the main screen. I'm not going to collect those yet. We're pretty low level. We should level up pretty quickly at first. And my idea is that a lot of those things have XP rewards, and so instead of spending crystals to recharge our energy, what we'll do is save those up. And like if we run out of energy, we'll try and collect enough quests to level up, and so save the crystals for when they really matter. Because when you get your Sanctum of Energy and all that maxed out, it's somewhere 80 something, maybe low 90s in the energy, and so that's really a better use of our resources. So like I said, I'm going to get through this as quickly as I can. I think what we'll do is we'll save all the scrolls, well, all the mystical scrolls. I might open unknown scrolls for like fodder and stuff, but all the exciting stuff, we'll open all that on camera, and so that way it'll be a little bit more interesting. I don't have any background music going on right now, although actually, you know what, I could fix that. Give me just a second here. Yeah, and so I should be honest about this. I'm still also learning about, making movies, how to do or making videos, how to do all editing stuff. I was going to use BlueStacks on my laptop, but now I'm just using my phone. I mean, the thing is, you can get banned, and while most people don't seem to have problems with, BlueStacks or whatever, it's also like I looked at the install and it seemed a little bit shady. Maybe I'm a little paranoid, but I was a computer science major, and there were some things in there that just made me think that I was maybe getting some stuff that I didn't really want on my computer in addition to the emulator. So, Google Play Games has a pretty decent screen recording app, so we're going to start with that. If you guys have suggestions, I can look into other software. I know like Mobizen, I think, is one, and I forget. There's a few of them that different tubers use. I know YDCB uses Samsung, but he's a big tuber, and I'm not, so I'm not really worried about that right now. So, all right, I said we're going to get music. I have not forgotten that. Let's see what we've got here. What do we think? Electronic? We'll see how it goes. We'll work on volumes and stuff. Like I said, I got a laptop and I'm experimenting with some software. I didn't buy like Adobe After Effects yet. To be perfectly honest, I don't really want to put the money in unless I know that people are actually going to watch these. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so also in a couple levels we'll have the ability to auto this. It'll be a lot less painful. Like the reason you're seeing the gaps in activity are because, I'm having to physically hit the buttons. And on my main account, of course, I'm max level, and, I'm just farming auto a lot. And that's another reason why I think it's more fun to have the beginner account. I've got my main just farming on the tablet off to the side, but it's not very interactive. It's a part of the game. Like, if you want to do well, you have to farm runes, and there's really no way around it. But, this is something you can do a little more active in the foreground. Come on, Garen Forest. And I apologize if, stuff comes up in the chat. If you've played this game at all, you should know that Summoner's War, well, any internet chat, I mean, it's sort of a toxic dump, so you never know what's going to come up. You can guess it's going to be offensive to somebody. I just kind of ignore it, People are going to say what they're going to say. There's not a lot you can do about it. Ooh, they're saying stuff in Russian. I mean, obviously, this is English, but I saw some, I think it's called acrylic characters come across. I don't know my Russian. I don't really speak Russian. I kind of speak English. I know some Spanish, a little Italian, that kind of stuff. But if you're wondering, this channel is going to be all in English, so no worries there. I guess unless someone wants to guest upload, but probably want to have more subscribers before anyone would be interested in that anyway. Wow, I cannot wipe on Garen Forest. This is going to be, super embarrassing. I should probably pay a little more attention if I don't want that to happen. But, I mean, who pays attention to Garen Forest? Yeah, so anyway, when I give this account away, I guess it could be an alt. What would be cool, though, is if, someone who you think might like the game, but maybe they wouldn't want to do, some of the initial grinding. They could watch the videos a little bit, and I could, they could see what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I do. They won't have to start from the beginning. But like I said, I probably will give this away before, or when I hit giants or dragons, depending on how long it takes to get enough of an audience. So let's do this. And actually, if you look at the skills, it seems like those are rogue skills, like the fire Inugami, and they just like built him as a different elemental. I don't know why. So the Hellhound's gonna die. I don't care because while he's an attacker, he can't really do much damage due to the element disadvantage here. So I'm gonna use the Wind Fairy. I'm gonna try and keep her alive long enough to just tank the hits. She's going to die eventually, but hopefully she'll take enough damage to let Wind Vagabond finish this. No, sweet. We got a 3-star energy rune. It's a garbage rune, but considering, this is Garen Forest normal, that's pretty decent. Okay, so Elven Ranger. He's one of the rewards. I don't think he's that great, to be honest. He has the ability to stun, which is kind of cool, but his attack's not that high. And the only reason to use him at first would be because he doesn't have an element disadvantage. I don't really think he's worth it. We'll go ahead and get him. But okay, so it's a little early to really do anything in the arena. If we actually try and play against other people, we're just going to get wrecked. I mean, the term curb stomp comes to mind. But the reason I'm going to do this, I'm going to take on the rival. You should do your rivals as early as you can. You basically just farm free arena points. And the Glory Shop, we don't get it yet, but when we do get it, we can get tower upgrades and stuff, and what that does is it just lets you get stat bonuses for your monsters, and it can make the difference between winning or losing in PvP. And so elemental advantage does matter in this game. You want to take advantage of it, especially early on. Like, if you watch videos of high-ranked players, you'll see them taking element disadvantage teams, and it just works for them. They'll kill a Orion with like a Tessarion or a Rakan or something. But that's them, not you. You're not there yet. I mean, you might be, but this account definitely is not. So we're not going to try that. Anyway, when you first beat Greedy in the arena, it gives you a Tion as a bonus. I don't have the materials to awaken them. I'm going to set a farming defense. We don't care. We'll send like one monster. We're not trying to win. We want to actually have easy matchups. So the way to do that is put one monster in defense, and then people will beat it easily, and we can just get revenge. Okay, so the monster I just got. Sorry, I've got to do the tutorial thing. It would be awesome if Calm would set up some kind of way for us to not have to do the tutorial, just like turn it off, like an expert mode or something. Okay. So we got that out of the way. Anyway, so yes, we know. I prefer the grid view. Tion has a resurge, but he also has a heal and a revive. It's going to be quite a while before you get another revival monster, unless you're really lucky. So he's going to suck at first, but I'm going to go ahead and rune him up. And these are not the right stats. You want like speed, HP for him, like some accuracy substats or some resistance substats. But right now, I'm just putting on whatever runes I have to try and make him a little tankier. I'm actually not going to, going to at this point abandon the fairy. I don't really think she's that great as a healer. If you look at her, she does cleanse tolerant effects, which is nice, and recovers HP proportionate to the attack power. but she has no attack power at this point. Whereas Taeon, he does 20% of the max HP. So you know what you're getting there. He's not great right now, but he will get better. Okay, Magic Knight. So she's pretty... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, she's a typical unit, right? Everyone uses her. So there's nothing groundbreaking here about me using her, but I'm going to go ahead and try and get her. She does make the game a lot easier, especially if you're free to play. She has 3 area of effect skills. The third one is a self-heal. It also steals attack bar. The second one is a defense breaker, which is nice to have early game. So, I know some people, in their account builders, just to be more interesting, they don't do that, but I'm not going to be trying to be like super special this first go around. I'm just going to try and get giants as fast as I can. Although this is going to be free to play. Like, I'm not going to spend money on this, so we'll have to see if we get any crazy drops or anything. I don't want to keep these fatal rooms. They're so terrible, but I'm just going to keep all the rooms for right now. You're probably at home, like, crying about how bad these rooms are, but sometimes you got to take what you can get. So, I don't know if you noticed in the chat, they were talking about, I think, Shumar, which I want to say is the Dark Inugami. People get hung up on monsters, and I don't understand why they're like, oh, he can do crazy damage. And I've seen videos where he can do, good damage, but, like, I'm not going out of my way to build a Dark Inugami. Maybe late game. Like, that's the thing. Once you're really late game, you've got rooms that are so good it's going to be almost impossible to improve on. Then yeah, build whatever you want. Do crazy stuff, goof around. You have to keep the game fun. But if you're new, you just want to focus, like I said, on clearing scenario, and then you want to go straight into dungeons as soon as you can. I'm not going to try and rift for a long time. I probably won't rift on this account, but like I said, if I don't get a lot of views at first, then I'll just keep growing it until it's worth it to give away. I'd like to have, just off the top of my head, what do we think? Probably like 500 subscribers, so, to give it away. And like I said, I haven't totally decided how the contest entry is going to be, but I'll announce it and I'll give you plenty of time. It'll be fair. And I know I said that the Light Elf is not great, or the Light Elven Ranger is not great. I don't think he is, but, he's what I have right now. Sort of like, 2:30 in the morning on Saturday morning, and you're still looking for some company. Sometimes you just can't be too picky. Like, I would not build any of these golems, but I will say that barrier passive, it's nice for them. Okay, so I'm going to exit out real quick. I think I've got enough rooms to put a fatal set. On the Elven Ranger, yeah. Like I said, these are terrible runes. Don't judge me. Or judge me. Whatever. That's it. But it'll make it a little more survivable. Got another opponent in the arena. We'll check that out later. Yeah, you know, here it would kind of make sense to bring the fairy a little bit just because she has the element advantage, but we're going to try and do without that. And we are going to wipe some here at first because I don't have, you know, friends on this thing. And, I mean, it makes sense to try and get friends to help out, but I'm wondering, like, is it really ethical to get a lot of friends? Because if I'm giving the account away, then they won't know who the person is they're talking to one day. Although it's not like, I mean, I can just randomly add friends from the friendship tab or whatever, so it's not like they actually need to know me. Sweet unknown scroll. You know your early game when you're excited about an unknown scroll. But I mean, you can get 3-star monsters out of them, and we're probably going to need 3-star monsters for a while. Oh, that's right, we can use mentors. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll probably get some mentors with good AoE farmers. See what I mean about that Taeon heal? Oh, Taeon's the Light Garuda, in case that wasn't clear. I think he's a better healer than the fairy. I know I said that, but I'm just kind of reiterating it. I remember when it was easy to just level up so fast. Like, one thing about the early game, it's a little bit deceptive. You're like, man, I'm killing it. Like, you don't realize what's coming. Like, you hit level 50, basically finish the tutorial, and now you get to spend the next year of your life just grinding runes. And a lot of people will tell you, like, you can't catch up. You know, there's no point in trying to really be competitive, but I mean, depending on how dedicated you are, the kid who won it this year, not Tiger, I forgot what his name was, but the guy who won the America's Cup, he hadn't been playing for that long, and he actually didn't have that many monsters. Like, he just had, I think he had like 10 between 10 and 20, like, 6-star, like, Nat 5s that he just ruined the crap out of, and he was able to make it work. It's been a couple weeks, and I watched the championship, but I wasn't intently focusing on it, so, you know, I can't give you the minute details of what all happened, but like I said, the guy who ended up winning, he beat Tiger, and he was a dark horse, or an underdog, whatever you prefer. Yeah, I think we might wipe here. Maybe not. That's a little embarrassing. Now we don't need runes. Okay. I actually misplayed a little bit. I could have used the revive. I was hoping to stretch it out for one more turn. Okay, so we want to keep using the elf as much as possible here. We're going to abandon him later, but for right now, you know, I think he's our best damage dealer. Be nice if Taeon could stun something. I don't think that's part of his first skill. Alright, we got this. Maybe we got this. Sweet, got that stun. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Hellhound dead. I don't really need him. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring him back just to be a target. Whatever, it worked. There we go. That's so bad. And guys, no hard feeling if you like fast forward through this. Like, I realized the early game is not super riveting. I mean, I'm enjoying it because I'm the one actually playing it, but, you know. I hope you guys, like, at home aren't wanting to read that stuff, because I'm just, like, burning through it. Get us that Magic Knight. Alright, so let's look at the challenge. Some of the challenge... Oh, we want the free crystals. Okay. Do these things give you... Some of these give you runes. None of those do, though. And we're not to the monster training or anything yet. Okay. So we want to get to account level 8 as fast as we can. Let's look at the event, see what we finished in the event. I can't imagine we finished anything. Maybe it's the power-up. Oh man, if we could craft like a 6-star rune, that would be nuts. Like at this stage of the game, that would be huge for us. Well, we got a power-up stone, so if we wanted to try and power up one of our terrible runes, we could. Spoiler, we don't want to, like, at all. Okay, we'll pop that unknown scroll. Ooh, a mimic, that's useless. Okay. Let's look at the lapis. I don't think I have any runes I can put on her. Yeah, no, I don't have any sets. Come on. Come on. There you go. We want to get through this as quickly as we can. Yeah, that should work. God, I hate Camilla. The passive is like a self-cleanse and a self-heal every time you crit. It's annoying. Like, if you're a new player, you know, about the time you hit level 50, you'll really probably hate Rena. It's the Water Epicon Priest. She's like a stall unit, but then you'll get like a Megan or a Pung Bake or, you know, some kind of stripper. Well, actually not a stripper, because the shield just regenerates itself. But you can get like a beneficial effect blocker. That's what Megan does. I like Tessarion, which is the fire threat, even though he's an element disadvantage. You know, he has the Oblivion, and the only other monster that I know that has Oblivion is, I want to say, the Water Dryad. And good luck getting either of those monsters. Well, I mean, you can get Tessarion. You just need to join a guild and get a bunch of guild points. But, you know, getting the Dryad, good luck. I was saving scrolls on a bunch of alts and my main, and I got no Dryads and no Druids. But, I mean, it took a while before I got twins, too, you know. That's just RNG. And I'm going to come out now and say I don't believe in time gates as like a purposeful thing. Like, I don't think they designed the game to only give you certain units certain times. If you know about computer science, computers can't generate random numbers. They just use a complex algorithm based on, you know, a lot of times it's the time, but you can what's called seed it with whatever data you want. And I think like the summon algorithm was just kind of sloppily written, and so you know, it uses a mathematical process that just at certain times or certain seeds, they just generate a bunch of nat 5s that group together. So in that sense, I mean, yes, time gate's real, but I don't think it was on purpose. I just think it was sloppy programming. All right, so anyway, guys, I'm just going to keep going through the scenario here. I mean, I can just kind of chatter, but there's no reason to. I'll try and grow the account some. Maybe I'll record another video like when we first opened Kairos, and we might try and get some runes out of there to make it easier to finish the scenario. And if, like I said, if I get any scrolls or anything, I'll record all that. But yep, I can't think of anything else I need to tell you right now. If you have questions or suggestions for the giveaway, just put it in the comments, and I will, if I see any really good ideas, I will probably take you up on them. But that's it for now. This is King of Games Mobile, and we'll see you in the next one.